our special guest today is Seth McCann. So today, in this podcast, we are going to be talking about Disney movies and like not even just Disney, just like
children movies. Yes. And like how the years pass and it's less about like the man saving the woman and more about how the woman can be empowered by herself with her family and her friends. Okay, yes. So we are going to start with talking about just Snow White and Sleeping Beauty. Yeah.
Back in the olden days, it was like, oh, she has to wait in this tower and wait for her love to come and save her and stuff like that.
Yeah, literally.
Yeah, but Rapunzel, she
kind of became independent by the end of the movie. Like,
yeah,
she wanted that love.
Yeah.
She was also willing to just...
She put her feet in the grass.
Yeah.
Okay?
She's very strong-willed. Like, even though she makes Flynn Rider, like, I don't know, just follow her around and stuff, she's still like, I'm doing this, and you're just gonna come along with me and see how that works.
Yeah, like how she sang in the bar with all of those guys.
She had a dream.
I've got a dream.
I remember in culinary arts, we were learning about glitter, and I was like, oh gosh, that's the song off of Rapunzel, because the guy's like, am I good or am I close? And I was like, Rapunzel.
Yep. But in like earlier movies like Snow White and Cinderella, the whole point was just, I need a man to kiss me.
Yeah. It was like, oh, there's this bad person in my life. I don't know what to do. And the man's like, I know what to do. Like, okay, that's not actually how it is. Yeah. Yeah.
Have you heard about the new Snow White movie?
I heard of it. I heard it was kind of bad.
I know. I've seen a lot of YouTube shorts because I don't have an so I just watch YouTube shorts. So it's like, oh, this video trickled down through YouTube or from TikTok to Instagram Reels. Now I'm watching it for the third time. But I've seen a lot of YouTube shorts on how the main girl, I forget her name, that's like acting as Snow White, she's like, well, I feel like Snow White doesn't need a man to like save her. She can save herself on her own. But I feel like that's like the whole point of Snow White. Like I feel like there's nothing wrong with wanting a man.
Yeah, it's like it's like don't recreate Snow White if you don't want that storyline to be continued. Just make a new movie. Mm-hmm. It's like the plot is completely changed. So why not?
It's not a recreation.
Yeah, like why not just the character be named something else and then have that be the storyline?
It's not the same as Ariel being a different skin color.
Yeah, that is not the same. Yeah.
Like there's nothing wrong with like a woman being independent, but there's also nothing wrong with a woman being like, I want a boyfie.
Yeah. like girls don't need men, but they can like have them. Like it's like I don't know, like the actor in the interview was just like, yeah, women don't need men, and like this storyline is so offensive and I'm changing it for the better. Like
but I'm so excited to see it, and I still want to know like what she did with it.
Yeah, that is true.
Okay, and also talking about like a woman needing a man to come save her, about like Shrek.
Yeah.
Even I feel like in 2004. Well, when was it made? 2004.
I don't know.
2004 or something. I don't know. I forget.
Somebody.
It used to be my favorite movie in the world, and then I was like, wait, everyone else likes Shrek? Of course they do. Thanks.
It reminds me of Austin Stello.
I know. Like Austin Stello and Maddox, because I remember in 7th grade fall formal, they were like doing their weird dance, and I was like, wow, they're so cool. They know Shrek too. I was like, I want to be like them. But Fiona, she's like, I'm stuck in this tower with this stupid dragon, and then Shrek goes to save her, and she's like, I got this. Like,
yeah.
Like
she's wanted that like free bed.
Yeah. Like she is kind of like Rapunzel, where it's like, oh, I need your help, man, but do I really?
That is true. She's kind of like, why are you even here? Like, okay. And she like even tries to like have him not be around at some point. So it's just like, I don't know. She doesn't need him.
And also, she's really powerful because she gained that relationship weight real quick and didn't even care. Like whenever she turned into the ogre,
Yeah.
she put on a good amount of weight. So proud of you. Another movie that I was doing some research on movies that like have powerful women, and I never really thought of this one, but Matilda. Have you ever seen it, Seth?
Yeah, I've seen Matilda.
Okay, well, Nesta.
I haven't seen it.
Nesta
Sorry.
haven't.
Sorry, guys.
I haven't seen like the original Matilda, but I've seen like the remake of it. with
Okay.
the-
No,
Okay, so then you've never seen it.
Matilda, then.
Well, it's still Matilda.
It's Matilda the musical.
No, I haven't seen
Isn't that the one on Netflix? Isn't that a musical?
it. No, that's just like a regular movie.
Oh.
Uh.
Wasn't you ever seen Shrek the musical?
No, I haven't seen
It scared me as a kid.
I used to always watch
It's
it
so
with my nephew, like,
scary.
What is going on? This is so scary. But in Matilda, I feel bad for her. Her dad is so evil and he doesn't care about her, and neither does her stupid mom. They're just like, oh, blah, 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 rich, I want to be rich, whatever. And she just has to go through the world all by herself until she meets her amazing teacher, Miss Honey, who later adopts her. And Miss Honey is powerful because she lives by herself and she's
Yeah.
so sweet.
That is like a powerful story.
It is.
Like it's really cute. Like especially for when it was made, it's like a really old story, and like it's still like is like she didn't need like a man. Well, she was young, but she still like didn't need like a man, or like even Miss Honey, she didn't need a man to like adopt Matilda. She just like did it herself.
She needed a woman.
A cute little cabin. And
Yeah.
literally live against evil Trenchbull. Nesta has this one sweatshirt that makes her look like.
Okay, that's not funny and that's not accurate, okay? I
I
don't.
feel like Trenchbull whenever I wear it, so it's funny.
Yeah.
But as a little kid, I was always like, oh, I want to be Miss Honey because she's just like, this is what's right. I need to do this. And
Yeah. You do give off like Miss Honey vibes.
thank you. I really appreciate it.
In the movie, I know it like mentions at the beginning that she took care of herself her whole life.
Yeah.
It like mentioned it was like when she was like 4. That's when she started taking care of
Mm-hmm.
I've seen TikToks or Instagram Reels or YouTube Shorts, I don't even know, where it was like, Miss Honey was my childhood crush. And I'm like, what? She was my childhood, like, oh, I
Mommy.
my mom.
Mommy vibes.
like it was just like, oh, you're an older sister or a cute mom. Not,
Yeah.
Not a crush. Like I was like,
Yeah, that's kind of weird.
another movie that I also would not have thought of that the internet said was Inside Out.
The internet.
The internet. But Inside Out, do you know the movie, Seth? About the
Yeah, I
emotions?
know it.
I don't even know where you're going with this.
Yeah, I don't really know what about Inside Out would be.
Yeah.
Okay, that's exactly what I would have thought if I didn't Google it. But so poor Riley's going through the whole world by herself without stupid
With her
joy.
parents.
Oh, her perfect life. She just moved away into a nice house. Oh my god.
Well, I remember watching this movie in 8th grade in health class, and I cried. I like bawled my eyes out, and I was like, Larissa, don't do it. Don't cry. And then I
I would
bawled.
say, honestly, the more independent one would be Joy, I think.
I do.
I'm getting there.
Yeah.
I'm getting there, guys. Okay, don't
We'll
do
get
it.
there.
Give this out.
We don't care about Riley and her stupid perfect life.
Yeah, I know. Well, she just said Riley first, and I was like, she's just a
She's just a girl.
yeah.
Living in a
Joy.
lonely world. Okay.
I was like, I don't know. But Joy is another powerful woman where it's also like she's very strong-willed and she's not afraid to be like, we're doing this is happening, I'm not giving up.
Yeah, and the obstacles ended up being, what's the girl's name? Sadness?
Yeah, her obstacle being sad.
Literally, Sadness was the worst in that
I
movie.
hate Sadness. And also, Sadness is like the voice of Phyllis from The Office.
Oh, yeah.
So I'll watch The Office and it'll be like, Phyllis will say something and I'm like, Sadness, what are you doing here? And there's some like very specific times where I'm like, oh my gosh, this sounds exactly like Sadness. And I'm like, I understand why, but also like I don't know, I feel like sometimes it just sounds too much like Sadness.
Yeah, her voice matches Sadness so well.
Even like her just like her body.
Demeanor.
like everything about her is so like sadness.
Yeah.
Like it's not like anything like about how she looks. It's just like her as a whole is sadness from inside out.
And like, what was like the main the obstacle was sadness, right? Because Riley had depression, and that was like what the movie was about, right?
She ran away.
I think so.
Yeah. Oh yeah, I remember that. Her being on the bus.
I was like, wow, I want to run away like that. That would be so cool.
Yeah, Larissa with her stupid perfect life. Oh, I want to run away because Riley did.
When I was younger, I would like act like I was running away, and then I would pretend like I was a vacuum salesman to my parents, and I would knock on the door and be like, hey, would you like to buy a vacuum? And my mom would be like, yes, I would. Of course I would. I'd be like, Mom, it's me, by the way. Because I would like have fake glasses on. She'd be like, what?
That's so funny. That's so random. I've literally never tried to run away before.
Yeah, I have.
That's so weird.
Normal.
Yeah, we're like not weird vacuum salesmen.
Well, I remember one time when Nesta talked about running away.
Okay, yeah, I was crazy back then, so.
I was like, are you actually running away? And she was like, yeah, I am. And I was like, okay, where are you going? So I can like tell the police. She was like, no. I was like,
He's like, yeah, you were gonna tell the police.
if you ran away, I would have. What were we talking about? I had something else to say. Oh, about how I cried watching Inside Out. I remember in 7th grade, whenever we watched The Outsiders, I went from Mrs. Anderson's room to Mr. Knowles' room, and we had Mr. Knowles in the library that day. And Seth and I came from Landstrom to Mr. Knowles' room together, and I remember I cried the whole way to the library. And then I like sat
Wait,
there
why?
Because we watched The Outsiders and that one guy died. Do you remember
Oh.
that? And I remember being like, Seth, that guy's dead. Even though I knew that he died, it was still like so heartbreaking.
I don't remember like anything about that story. Like I remember like the book, like reading it, but I don't remember watching the movie at all.
I remember reading the book. I always thought that the Socs were called the socks because it's just SOC.
It would make me so mad in English whenever we would popcorn read and people would say it wrong. I would be like, the teacher has said it so many times.
I didn't have Insta, but I think I read it out loud or something, and I was like socks, and everyone was like, "What are you saying?"
Of course you did.
And I was that one girl that was like, what? That's not it. In 9th grade, whenever we read, brain fart, now I don't even remember. Oh, it was Animal Farm. That's 10th grade. In 10th grade, whenever we read Animal Farm, the pigs would always say comrades, but I would always read it as comrades. And
I remember that.
in like a Mexican accent. And then they would say it, and I'd be like, what? Like, I was just always very lost about that.
Yeah. But like adding on to it, like Frozen, like that's another good storyline. Like how Elsa runs away and then her sister is like the hero in the movie, I feel. Like, did I say that right? Her sister Anna? Yeah, I thought okay. Anyway. Yeah, you guys keep looking at each other like you're talking about me or something. Okay, anyway. But like Anna and what's his name? Kristoff and Olaf and Sven. Like,
have you ever even seen the movie?
No, did I not just name all of them?
I don't know. Like, is that his name?
Okay, shut up.
Is Anna her
Listen. And like they're the ones to save Elsa. Like Elsa like saves herself and they come and like save her too and like make her know that she's like loved and like will like be appreciated if she goes back to the kingdom. And like
also the world would be saved if she went back to the kingdom, remember? Because her snow powers made it cold in
yeah, and like she was having a little tantrum. Yeah. she was like having a tantrum and like almost killed people, but like okay.
She was like doing a hissy fit and then being like, I have to save the world now. Like, yeah, just control your emotions.
You're not saving the world, you're fixing the problem.
Yeah, literally. And like I just feel like she was a little bit dramatic about always locking herself in her room because like Anna was saved. Like, do you know how many times I almost killed my siblings? Like, what did you say, Seth?
And she had gloves. Like,
yeah.
It's like I must stay in my room all the time.
Yeah, and like when she was having a hissy fit, why would she like take them off? Didn't she like throw them off and then run away?
I think Anna pulled them off of her by accident, and then she got mad at me.
Oh yeah, because remember, like, she was getting crowned and like she had to take her glove off, and like it started to freeze up, and everyone was like, well, me watching it, I was like, nuh-uh.
My sister and her daughters, they got ferrets, not in like a stinky way, like a cute way.
Yeah.
Cute ferrets. And one time, the ferrets' names were Anna and Elsa.
And then all the other times it was Gorgeous and Precious and Donuts and Sprinkles. Yeah, and it was just like what mood they felt that they would just like call them those names. So
Precious and Gorgeous was my favorite.
Yeah. Because it was just funny because we don't even know if they were girls or not.
Yeah. But because like two little girls were like, they're both girls.
Yeah.
They are precious and gorgeous.
I can say one of my favorite movies with an independent woman would have to be Moana.
Mm-hmm.
I can't tell you how much I love that movie.
I love the soundtrack.
I know.
I
remember, I used to think I was going to be like so cool if I like knew like little kid songs. So I like would always learn the rap to songs. Like I remember, I still know every single word to like the rock part where he's like, well, honestly, I can go on and on. I can explain every natural phenomenon. Yeah, I did like all of that. So
I think it's really important for like the independent woman aspect. That the main goddess who gives life is like a woman. Like,
yeah. And like how Maui is like, don't worry, I'm the main guy. Like I'm important. Like don't worry. And then she,
the one
yeah, and like how he was like annoying the whole time, and she was just like, okay, shut up. But I saw a video online, and it was like of The Rock being like, yeah, my daughter still doesn't know that this is me singing, and it was so cute because she like loved Moana.
I saw a video where it was John Krasinski. I think that's how you say his name.
Is that?
I read it before. It's Jim from The Office.
Oh yeah, okay.
He was like, yeah, I showed my daughter the first episode of The Office, and she was like, Daddy, that looks like you, but that's not you. And she like kept saying that, and she like watched multiple episodes of The Office, and the girl was just like, that looks so much like you, but it's not. Like that's so cute.
Like that's so funny. I love like when celebrities act like normal people too, and like have kids that are like normal. It's so cute.
It's like every human.
Yeah, but like some celebrities like act like they're better than everyone and like would never like let that be known.
Mm-hmm. Like I love Taylor Swift, but I could never see her being like normal.
Or like even having kids. Like there's no way that she would ever like have kids.
She loves the thing.
Because she's an independent woman.
For real. She don't need no kids.
You do not need to sit down and have some babies to be a powerful woman.
Yeah.
I really do like Moana. I feel like that's a very good powerful woman movie. I feel like whenever people think of a powerful woman, Moana is like one of the first people they think of for like kids movies, of course.
She's not a princess. She's the daughter of the chief. That's
yeah.
all.
For real.
It's like not even a princess, but she's a princess.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
And she just, I don't know,
She's like literally the one who started voyaging again. So, you know, you could just tell she's powerful just in that. She like started a whole new tradition again that was completely on for years.
Her parents were kind of controlling, honestly.
I think it was just her dad really.
Yeah.
Her mom really wasn't.
Mm-hmm.
I can tell that you guys have like watched this movie recently. Well, maybe not Nesta. I'm like, the lights turned off. This is what I'm waiting for. But Seth, I'm like, how do you know these? Like, I've seen this movie a bunch of times, but I'm like, I don't know the plot. I just know the songs.
I think I watched this like 3 weeks ago.
Of course you did. This is why we chose you for our guest, Seth.
Yeah, I just watched these movies like not too long ago, actually.
Yeah.
But, like, okay, you know, whatever. The one scene though where she's like getting ready to put the heart back and that like I crossed the horizon.
Yeah.
Whatever. I think that's like one of the most powerful scenes in like the entire movie.
Yeah, I get like goosebumps when I watch Moana.
Also, how does she not like burn up in that ash?
Yeah, for real.
Also, I thought of this the other day. The Lava movie, is that like a short film from the end of Moana? What movie is like at the end of Moana? Isn't there like another movie about the cave? or the mountain or the volcano. It's a volcano.
I don't know, but are you talking about those like volcanoes that are in love? Do you know what we're talking about, Seth?
Is it?
Yeah. Is that Moana?
Is that lava at the end of Moana? Have you ever?
We're gonna have to look it
I
up.
know of that, but I've never watched it.
Okay,
so
well,
Someone look it up and comment down below.
Another movie that has a powerful woman is Zootopia.
That is true.
Judy Hopps.
Mm-hmm.
Love her because who's the voice of the fox that everyone's in love with?
What's his name?
Oh, it's Jason Bateman.
Yeah, Jason Bateman.
I love Jason Bateman.
I love him too.
I just like his voice in the movie just like makes everything so complete.
He like reminds me of the fox every time I see him now.
I know. I'll like hear it and be like, the fox from Zootopia, what are you doing here?
I think it's funny how like everyone used to be like, oh my god, the foxo, and it was like, he's so hot.
I know.
Seth, you were definitely like that.
No, I really was.
Was like that. So
Okay, shut up. Okay.
No,
I wasn't.
People would say that, like, that's a fox.
Yeah.
No, everyone thinks.
No, but like I can see it. Is all I'm saying. Like.
Okay. You don't have to say more. Say no more, lady. But anyway, the literal topic we're just avoiding. Like, look at us talking about powerful woman, but we're talking about a sexy fox.
Shut up.
But Judy Hopps is very powerful. Nesta and I watched this movie not too long ago, so I love her. She is.
Seth, because you just sit on your couch and do nothing.
Actually, I sit
It's in your bed and do nothing? Yeah, oh sorry.
You're gonna go at me, at least be right on.
But Judy Hopps is very powerful. Like, she was always the smallest one, the, like, I don't know, like, the
And she
one
was
that was
top of her
woman.
class.
Mm-hmm.
Like, she was powerful and a woman and small. So it's just like,
Yeah, and like it's annoying, and it like shows society how like she like worked way harder than all of the other like people in her class, and she still like wasn't even accepted as a police officer until she like solved the case.
and it was just like, oh, like, you're new, you're not that great, like, you're a woman, you don't get to solve this case.
Mhm.
She, like, ended up solving it.
Yeah, and she like
72 hours, I'm pretty sure.
yeah.
With one person as help when the police couldn't even, like,
Yeah.
the police academy full of men couldn't even do it in 3 weeks.
Yeah, she literally like she wasn't accepted, so then she like took the extra mile and like put herself in danger to like be like so for like people to be like, oh wow, you're like actually capable.
No, I know, I fully agree. Online, it says that Coraline was another like brave, like powerful woman, which I agree with, because growing up I was always like, wow, I want to be like Coraline. She's not afraid to go in that creepy tunnel in the middle of her house.
Yeah, but like that's low-key like endangering yourself, like you're stupid. Like
Well, the other mother was really great until she turned out to be a spider.
I was like what's so wrong about her? I just want to love her.
I know. Like, I don't know, she's cute. I'm just like, oh, that movie's so beautiful. I remember I used to watch it on YouTube all the time.
It used to creep me out a little bit when I was little.
I would watch it and like not be able to sleep for the longest time. It was so creepy.
I thought that it was like the same as what's that movie, The Nightmare Before Christmas, and like the other ones, like what's it, The Corpse Bride? Is that what it's called? Yeah. But I used to think that they were like the same, and I would just like watch all of them around Halloween time.
That's so cute. I loved Coraline growing up because it scared me. I remember Caleb and I would always watch it. E.T., though, that was like the scariest movie for me growing up.
Yeah.
I was so creeped out by it. Which I'm like, now that I think about it, I'm like, it's not actually scary though.
Yeah.
It's just like him.
I liked it because my dad was like, this is my favorite movie growing up. I loved it so much.
When I was little, I would like watch TV with my parents, and Conan O'Brien, the redheaded ginger, or the redheaded like talk show host. You know what I'm talking about? Conan.
No, that doesn't really sound good.
Okay, well,
I know what you're talking about.
whenever I would see him on TV, I would start crying. I was so afraid of him. I don't know what it is. I still, to this day, I'm like,
Because he's a ginger.
yeah.
Honestly,
I'm
like
like, oh, jump scare. Ah!
Larissa's like Pennywise. Pennywise vibes.
Another Brave Woman. Sorry, I'm a list of women. Another brave woman from Brave is, her name was Maribel.
Merida. I'm pretty sure. She wrote on the paper. What'd you even write? Maritha.
I remember her name. It was just Mara
She's
something.
like Maritha.
But she is very powerful. This movie is so heartbreaking and heartwarming. I love this movie.
I cried at this movie for hours.
I remember it was just like a random Sunday, and I watched it while my mom was like sleeping, and I bawled my eyes out like, ah.
Sundays are so depressing. I don't like watch TV on Sundays because I'll just cry.
I know. It's like no matter what it is, it just makes me emotional. But I love Merida.
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 It's not hard. I don't even know what you're talking about.
Merida. Now I feel like I'm saying it weird, like Merida.
Merida. It's because you say it like Merida.
I love Brave because Merida's brave. Merida.
I don't remember like the plot, but I can like...
Turned mother into bear. That was like the whole plot.
Her mother... Wait, did she turn her mom into a bear?
Yeah, because she got that Danish thing from the witch.
And then she had to turn her back?
Yeah.
Yeah, and she had to like fight.
Trying to take her to the stones, and then...
Oh... I want to watch this movie now. It sounds interesting.
Didn't she have to like kind of like fight with her mom a little bit?
Yeah, she...
Oh yeah, I do remember that.
She was trying to get forcefully married, and
didn't
want that. She wanted to shoot for her own hands. You know?
Yeah.
Which is very powerful.
Powerful woman.
Yeah, so she was not happy about it, and her mom burned her bow. And
yeah.
She was like, no, I'm gonna turn you into a bear. But she actually didn't know it was gonna turn you into a bear.
Brothers turned into bears too.
Yeah. They were cute.
So cute. They remind me of the bears from the Lorax.
Little siblings are so cute.
Not always though.
I know you're talking about mine.
My sister's little siblings are cute, but not Nesta's.
Your sister's little siblings. What are you talking? Oh, really?
Do you have little siblings?
No.
I didn't think so.
Do you have older siblings?
Yeah, I have a lot of older siblings.
Yeah.
How many?
7.
Oh my gosh.
What's the oldest?
Like how old?
Yeah.
Almost 40.
No.
Oh my
My
gosh.
sister's 33.
3.
And then my other one's 29, so they're old too. So I really being the baby. Have your parents given up on you?
Yeah.
Anyway, anywho, Merida. Yeah, Merida. She's just doing what she needs to do to be who she needs to be, and I really appreciate that.
Yeah.
And I know that whenever I was little, all of these powerful women have made me want to be like powerful, say what I feel, like do what I know needs done, do what I feel is right.
Yeah, and like another like aspect of that like made me feel like that was like teachers in our school. And like how they were like powerful and like not powerful, but like they knew what they wanted, and they inspired me to like, I wanted to be a teacher for like the longest time because of like all of the good teachers that we've had in our school.
I agree. I've never wanted to be a teacher because I hate children.
Can't stand children.
I love the teachers, hate the students. Even as a student, I hate them all.
But they probably hate kids to some degree too.
No.
They still have to deal with them, and they still know that they like have to try to make their life the best they can.
Yeah. Like I remember like the problem kids in our like classes, like teachers always knew how to deal with them in like the best way.
I could not do that. I always see like Instagram reels with Nesta about teachers, like especially elementary school teachers who have to deal with little kids all the time, and they're always so overwhelmed, and I couldn't. Teachers are so brave and they're so hardworking.
Yeah.
We especially appreciate the teachers here at Armstrong High School.
Yes, we do.
Thank you, teachers and staff at the school, for all the hard work you do for us. We
really appreciate it.
Even though we don't like school, say.
We come for you guys.
Yeah.
We really appreciate it. I know that I don't really like being here at school. The whole environment is just kind of like depressing. Not even like, it's just kind of upsetting, and like there's a lot of high school drama and stuff like that. So
yeah, it's not the school, it's like the students.
Yes, I know. Like a lot of the students are like, bleh, but the teachers make school fun. They make school like not terrible to go to, and I enjoy going to school because of the teachers. So I really appreciate everything. And that is it for today's HAWKS Cast podcast. Peace out, y'all.